I was holding that in for like 10 minutes. So, okay. I am back with the 3Daptive Joystick Mod. I did a little review of this thing. Now, to me, it's going to function best for twin-stick shooter, like joystick move type things, but I had several requests to show this with some other games, so I figured, let's try something like this. DayZ. What is throwing me off immediately is I use trackball, and it does not feel good for trackball. So let's just turn that off. I will probably want to crank the sensitivity up. Doesn't feel too bad. I mean, personally, I'm gonna say right out the gate, like, to me, these are training wheels. You use it because you don't like the feel of the pad. For this, I really would not use it. I can tweak it to make it functional, but I really got used to that trackball mode, so this feels kind of weird. But you can see, like, I can be... Well, it's a little hard to get. I would probably still rely on gyro for tweaking. So, alright, let's see how this... Let me try to not use the gyro much so you can see the controller. So, okay, I have these. How's this feel? That doesn't feel bad. So, okay, how... So, we want to... let's try to aim to the tower things over there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that feels... I got there. Plus, I have the gyro to compensate. Well, that's not really going to work too well. I can't do... Yeah, you're going to kind of lose the D-pad mode shift clicks. I have... Let me show you what I got here. I have click up on the top. Aim down sight, click up on the top is... Come on. Let's take that off. So a double tap binding will probably feel pretty strange. Yeah, I think that... It was bugging out there for a second because I think it kept... You know, I kept activating the double tap. Yeah, I can't... It's really hard to get that. So that... I'm trying to just show you what... That's a... Yeah, I can't do it because this is registering. It's up on the top to zoom in. Like D-pad click. So that's not going to work with this thing. No big deal. So this... Let's maybe take that to a medium. Take the edge spin radius down. Up the speed. Well, I mean, it's still a compromise to me, but that makes it feel a little better. So now at the edges, it'll just keep going. Well, anyways, I don't know why the hell there are no zombies anywhere. Did they remove that from the experimental patch? Nobody around? Well, I wanted to show some combat, but we'll try something else. So okay, let's stop. Okay, yeah. So alright, I mean it's working. I would probably, so I'm gonna say you definitely will want trackball mode off. That's not gonna work. Acceleration, I would maybe fiddle with this. I don't know if I like it. I'd maybe have acceleration maybe even off with a high sensitivity. Yeah, now I'm able to do more of the fine movements. Up the sensitivity, don't have any accelerate. Basically, every opposite tip I have ever said about tweaking the pad for mouse movement. So yeah, I mean it's feeling pretty accurate. It's definitely usable, but I'm going to keep stressing. I would see this more as a learning aid training wheel, not something to rely on. It's just, if you're really struggling with this touchpad, it's a neat little accessory. But you're going to have to configure things in a different way than you would with your thumb. Like taking acceleration off, sensitivity up. I would probably keep smoothing up. You'd want the spin radius, so that's so when you get to the edges, it keeps moving. So yeah, it doesn't feel too bad. Yeah, that acceleration off makes a huge difference. I don't know what's going on, though. I don't know why there aren't any zombies around here. It's alright, let's try something with let's try something else. Red Faction Gorilla. It's feeling pretty sluggish.
I am tired of being a victim.
So we'll want acceleration off. Trackball mode off. Up the sensitivity. Remove that double tap, because it's just going to cause me troubles.
I should go round up some salvage.
It's better. And same thing, it's struggling. Like, you're not going to really be able to do the D-pad clicks. It's just, it's going to feel really strange. Feels good. I can see, I can move around, get to where I need to go. Yeah, okay, I've been struggling with how to explain this. I just figured it out. So let's crank this up. Let's take that down. Okay, that's making more sense. So what's happening is my brain has been rewired from using Steam controller. I kind of forgot when you're using a stick for the camera, you don't do move, let go, move, let go, move, let go. You pretty much have your thumb on that the whole time. Like, look behind me, look over. Yeah. I'm not struggling nearly as much now. That's funny. That is actually really interesting to me, just how completely rewired my reflexes got from using Steam controller. So yeah, what I was touching upon in DayZ applies even more. Like, I'm getting it more now. So I would go with no acceleration, no trackball, up your sensitivity.
We picked up an APC leaving the chem depot. Who's up for a hijack?
I'm not up for a hijack. Talking Steam controller stuff. Edge spin radius, fiddle around with that. Edge spin speed all the way up. Alright, yeah, let's try it. Let's see if this even registers. No, it's the way this game is set up. It's not going to let me just flip around to camera controls. What I'm thinking, though, is joystick camera might feel pretty good with this. So that'll be something to test. So alright, we're kind of baby stepping our way through this. It's feeling better. I had previously only been using it for a joystick move. But now I get it. I remember how to use a stick now. Continuous movement, never take your thumb off of it. Edge spin to go all the way. So okay, let's try something where we can really use that joystick camera. So okay, a little rec fest. I wanted to go with this because this I am using the joystick camera, which works okay with my thumb, but it always feels a little strange. Yeah, that feels really nice. That feels damn nice. Instead of feeling like I'm always feeling like I'm overcorrecting a little bit with my thumb. But this was sort of, so now we're at like the old traditional joystick where you just move a little bit. Movement is continuous, which is what I was going with the mouse emulation and edge spin. But the joystick camera emulation is already doing that, so yeah. So if you're playing a game that has joystick, has full controller support, I think joystick camera might work really, really nice. Cause yeah, that feels incredible, actually. So right, let's try. First, we'll test the camera, then I'll switch steering to the right pad, and we'll see how that feels. Okay, well it's more just a directional thing. Then you get the camera. Let's get away from all these people. Okay, so right now I have it set to joystick move here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's try that. All right, let's take that down like I did in that first video with that Halo game. Yeah. It's kind of hard to force myself to steer with my right thumb. It's doing something weird where I'm like losing... Let's take that all the way up. Let's make it aggressive. Like I'm losing input when I go out too far. Oversteering, oversteering. I'm trying to get used to it. So, alright, I mean... I'm gonna keep saying it. It's a training... They're training wheels. It's a training wheel. It's something to help you get used to the pad. You can tweak it to have it feel pretty good. So yeah, if you're excited about it, it works. I mean, people wanted me to show different games. I'm not doing incredibly well because I have already, I'm at a different level. I've already changed my play style, and I am used to my thumb and flicking around with a mouse, with a trackball. So going back to this feels really weird for me, and actually, confession, I don't even have a console right now. I'm pretty much just gaming completely exclusively with Steam controller. I just got a NES Classic, and that's it. And then I have a PlayStation 3 somewhere that I don't play anymore. So, for the last 3 years or so, I've been playing only with the trackpads. So this feels weird to me, but it's starting to come back to me of playing with dual stick. It's like, yeah, I can see that. So if you're struggling to get used to these pads, this is going to be very useful. And I am really curious, like he mentioned, he might be able to make one with both. That would really help people that are struggling. But still, I'm going to say, just do that for a while until you get used to it. Or for certain types of games. I personally wouldn't be using this for a shooter. Like in DayZ, I mean, if I was in a serious gunfight, I'm going to want my pad. I'm going to want the more of the nuance of the trackpad for mouse, and then having like the corner edge clicks, which you could probably do with this, but you'd have to do like click, angle over release. Like you'd have to fiddle around a little bit. You'd lose that middle click for sure, because you can't just release, tap the corner, release, tap the corner. You have to drag it to the corner. That's just kind of an advanced thing anyways. So if you wanted to do the D-pad mode shift, in my head I can picture like you could do that, but you're probably going to lose the middle click as well, the inner ring. You would just have to be like a click, up release, click, down release, click, over release, instead of just a fast click to the edges. Anyways, neither here nor there. I just wanted to make sure I got in some wild, unfocused rambling, but I think that's pretty much it. I showed this, we're steering, moving a camera in a third-person game, and mouse emulation in a first-person game. Like it can be tweaked. It'll work. So I give this recommendation. It works, but with the caveat that I personally see it as a learning aid.